Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us at e-KLESF 2022. My name is Dr. Okyaju from University Tunku Abdul Rahman UTAR. Today we are presenting a webinar titled 5 Fun Facts About the Human Body by Dr. Loh Kai Er. Dr. Loh is an Associate Professor of Faculty of Applied Sciences, Tunku Abdul Rahman University of Management and Technology, TAR UMT. Just a little housekeeping before we start. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat box in your Zoom. We will bring them up during the Q&A session at the end of this webinar. Dear participants, please sign your attendance, fill out the sign-in form in the link posted in the chat box. Without further delay, let us turn the time over to Dr. Loh.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ong, for the introduction. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, a very good afternoon to everyone. I'm Loh from TAR UMT. Similar to Dr. Koo, I was told that today's webinar is for school children, so I have made it quite simple so that the school children can understand the presentation. Okay, so this is my topic, 5 fun facts about the human body. Let me begin with my lecture. Sorry, my computer is a bit laggy. Okay, so I believe you have learned about human body since you were young. Okay, you learn about different parts of human body like head, shoulders, knees, and toes when you were in your kindergarten. But do you know what is inside your body and what is going on inside your body? Human body is a biological machine made of body systems. So what is a system? A system is a group of organs that work together to make your body function. Okay, so in this slide, you can see that this is called integumentary system, which is the skin covering the surface of your body. And there are also other systems like the muscular system, which is the muscles of your body. And then we have the skeletal system, which is the bones of your body. And then the nervous system, the brain and the nerves, and the digestive system, which is the system that help you to break down the food that you eat and help you to absorb the nutrient from the food that you eat. Okay, so there are actually a total of 11 systems in human body, but today we're going to focus on these 5, right? So this is the outline of today's sharing. So we're going to delve into these 5 topics about different systems in human body. Okay, now let's look at the first fun fact. The only muscle that never tires is the heart. So our heart is located in the chest, slightly behind and to the left of the breastbone. Do you know how big is your heart, children? It is actually the size of your fist. Okay, the size of my fist is the size of my heart. So the size of your heart is actually the size of your own fist. So when you grow up, your fist become bigger, your heart also grow bigger, right? So can you place your hand on your chest and feel your heart? Can you feel the heartbeat? Why the heart is beating? The heart is beating because it is a pump. The pump helps to pump blood throughout the body. Okay, so the heart is actually made of strong muscles that helps you, it contracts to pump the blood throughout the body. And the muscles is called cardiac muscle. Okay, actually there are 3 types of muscles. As I mentioned earlier, cardiac muscle is the muscle of the heart. And there are another 2 types. One is called skeletal muscle. Another one is smooth muscle. Okay, the skeletal muscle is actually the muscles that lay just beneath your skin, which means if you peel off your skin, you're going to see the skeletal muscle. All right, let's take chicken as an example. I believe you are too young to cook, but I know that you have ate chicken before, right? Like fried chicken. So if you peel off the chicken skin, you will see the meat. This is not fried chicken, this is just raw chicken. Okay, the meat that you see is actually the muscle, the skeletal muscle. right? If you take a tiny bit of this muscle and observe it under the microscope, you're going to see something like this. Okay, this is actually the microstructure of the skeletal muscle. Okay, so what is the function of skeletal muscle? The skeletal muscle is attached to your bones. Okay, so when the muscle contracts, it moves the bones. So it helps you to move around. Okay, locomotion. It produces movement like walking, sitting, jumping, or even playing games. All these are actually produced by the skeletal muscles. Other than that, skeletal muscle also helps you to maintain your posture and the body positioning. It helps you to stabilize your joints, and it helps you to generate heat to keep your body warm. Okay, so do you exercise regularly? Yes, right? Maybe probably you play around. So when you exercise, after you exercise, do you feel tired? Right? Yes, right? So you feel tired because of course our body is lack of oxygen. Another thing is you will feel muscle soreness. Okay, the muscle soreness is actually a condition called fatigue, muscle fatigue, in which your muscle feel tired. Okay, so the reason why you feel the soreness is because the muscle is tired and there are some acid generated in the muscles and you feel the soreness. So the thing is, skeletal muscles can allow you to move quickly. It allows you to move quickly. You can run, you can play, but it gets tired easily. It gets tired quickly, right? So another muscle is called smooth muscle. Smooth muscle is found throughout your body, in your intestine, in your stomach. It forms the wall of your blood vessels. It is in your lung, okay? It is in your bladder, in your urinary system, and so on. So the smooth muscle function is to help to move things inside your body. For instance, it helps to push the food from the throat down into your stomach and then down into the intestine and then push it out from your body. Right? It also helps to move the blood in your blood vessels. It helps to push the urine out from your body, and it helps to regulate the air in the lung when you breathe. Right? So all these are performed by the smooth muscle. The difference between skeletal muscle and smooth muscle is that smooth muscle moves very slowly. It contracts very slowly. Okay? And the next one is the cardiac muscle. The cardiac muscle is the muscle of the heart. Cardiac muscles never get fatigued. Okay, it is a very strong muscle. It starts working from the first day, which means when you were still in your mother's tummy, until the last day of your life. Never stop working. A healthy person, a healthy heart, pumps 60 to 80 times each minute. So you can calculate 1 hour equivalent to 60 minutes, and then in one day you have 24 hours. If you multiply this, you get such a large number, and that is the time the heart pumps each day. It works really hard, right? Okay, why? Why the heart is highly resistant to fatigue? Why the heart doesn't get tired easily? Because the heart is surrounded by lots of blood vessels. Lots of blood vessels means it gets lots of blood. More blood means more oxygen. It gets more oxygen. Okay. The heart also has more mitochondria as compared to the skeletal muscle, which means it has more power. Okay. It has more powerhouse. It helps to generate energy for the heart muscle to work. Okay. And it is flexible in terms of its fuel, means it is not a picky eater. It can consume anything like glucose, fatty acids, and lactate, unlike the skeletal muscle. Therefore, it is resistant to fatigue. Okay, so although the heart muscle it doesn't get tired easily, but the strength of a heart is not without limit, which means one day it can maybe if you push too hard, the heart can also get tired. Okay, so there are studies that show that when after you perform extreme strenuous activity without sleeping, like for example here in this one of the race, 90 continuous hours of biking, climbing, swimming, and paddling without sleeping, even the healthiest heart can suffer damage. Okay, so try not to push yourself too far, get enough rest each day, and eat heart healthy food. Okay, now let's move on to the second fun fact. You are taller in the morning than at night. Okay, children, do you know that you are about 1 centimeter taller in the morning than in the evening? Why? Before we move on to the reason, before we move on to tell you why, let's look at the human skeleton. This is the skeleton that you see during Halloween. Okay, it's actually the bones, the internal framework of your body. It composed of 270 bones when you were just born, and later decreased to 206 bones by adulthood. Okay, so I'm trying to show this. This is a picture of the bones, and this is the spine, the backbone. All right, so this is a side view of the backbone. So there are two materials that make the backbone. One of the material is the bone, the hard and inflexible material called the vertebra. Another material is the more flexible one, softer and flexible, which is the blue colored disc that you can see here, sandwiched between the vertebra. Okay, so this blue colored disc is called intervertebral disc. Okay, so this intervertebral disc is flexible, and therefore it can be compressed, just like the green squishy ball that you see from this slide. Okay, it can be compressed. Yeah, when you compress it, it becomes flattened. Okay, reduced in height. The same things happens to your intervertebral disc. It can be compressed. So during the day, when you do all this activity like sitting, standing, jumping, twisting, actually your intervertebral disc experience a significant load. Okay, so this load will force the fluid inside the disc, because the disc are composed of water. So when these forces on the disc, it can actually expel the fluid from the disc, and the disc will become flattened. Okay, so this will cause you to become slightly shorter due to the activity, due to the load. Okay, so at night, when you are lying down, there's no more load, right? There's no more load on the spine, and your spine is said to be decompressed. Okay, so it will back to the original shape, just like the squishy ball. Now you are not pressing it anymore, you release it, the ball will back to the original shape, back to the height. Okay, so when you wake up in the morning, you are slightly taller because your intervertebral disc is decompressed, right? So if you want to be taller than yourself, you try to stay hydrated and measure yourself first in the morning. Okay, because later on you will become shorter and shorter, but just a little bit shorter. All right. Okay, fun fact number 3. You lose about 4 kilograms of skins every year. So how much is 4 kilograms? Let me give you an idea. 4 kilograms is equivalent to a medium-sized bowling ball. Heavy, isn't it? If you don't get idea how heavy is a bowling ball, it is equivalent to 3 durians. Okay, of course, it depends on the size of the durians. Some of the durians are much bigger than the others. Okay, but about 3 durians, or 4 packets of flour. 1 packet is 1 kilogram. So 4 packets equivalent to 4 kilograms. Or if you still don't get the idea, it is equivalent to the weight of 1 month-old baby. Okay, weight of a 1 month-old baby. 4 kilograms of skin. That much of skin peel off from your body? Is it true? It's actually not the whole sheet of skin peeled off, but it's actually the skin flakes, the dead skin. Okay, so it's something like this, but of course sometimes you can't see it lah. Right, so our skin is the largest organ of the body, and it is composed of many layers. From this picture, you can see it is made of epidermis, dermis, hypodermis, or the subcutaneous, and then below that is the muscle. Okay, so it is the epidermis layer that will regenerate itself. So it will continue to regenerate. So what happens is new skin cell will form continuously from the bottom layer, and it starts to push upward. So when it push outward, the old skin will push out and it will be shed from the body. Okay, so this old skin will be shed. So our skin regenerates, and it forms a new outer skin every 4 to 5 weeks, which means you get a new coat every 1 month. Okay, so in a lifetime, your skin sheds about 1,000 times, and this is equivalent to 4 kilograms that adds to the house dust. Of course, not all house dust is made of skin. There are skins, there are hairs, there are also dust from the outside. Okay, all this come together, accumulate to make the house dust. Okay, so most of the time, Your skin sheds when you roll on your bed, when you roll in the bed. Okay, so most of the dead skin is accumulated on the bed sheet. And tiny dust mites love to feed on the shed skins. They love dead skins. So what happens is you have lots of these tiny dust mites on your bed sheet, in your stuffed toys, in the pillowcase, in the pillow, and so on. Okay, so dust mites can trigger allergy. They themselves are allergenic, and they also leave behind some feces that may also trigger allergies. So there are some common signs of dust mite allergies, including sneezing, coughing, runny nose, watery eyes, itchy skin, itchy throat. Depends on the severity. It can be very serious. It can cause you to have asthma. Okay, so get rid of dust mites. Try not to put stuffed toys on your bed. Okay, try to make sure you change your bed sheets frequently. Okay, so all you need to do is frequent vacuuming, vacuum your bed, and also change the bed sheet frequently. Okay, reduce the carpets or rugs in the bedroom, especially in the bedroom. So all this can actually invite dust mites. Okay, so that's about fun facts number 3. Moving on, we have fun facts number 4. When your body experiences extreme starvation, there are chances that your brain will start to eat itself. The brain will start to eat itself. Sound creepy, right? Okay, let's look at, before we move on to why the brain eats itself, let's look at how the body gets energy. Okay, our body obtains energy from food. And these are the 3 main molecules that contribute to the energy in the cell. Okay, so we have carbohydrates, we have proteins and fats, yeah? You know about this from Dr. Khoo's sharing just now. Okay, so carbohydrates are mainly composed of the grains, breads, rice, pastas, potatoes, even corn is under carbohydrate. Protein is meats, right? Fishes, eggs, dairy products, beans. Okay, and fats, we have the fatty foods like the salmon, fishes, yeah, and then the oils, butter, nuts, avocados. All these are good sources of fats. Okay, so the main energy source that our body uses, the primary source of energy, is the carbohydrate. Okay, when our body needs the energy, it has to break it down. Just like a car, for a car to move forward, a car has to burn the gasoline. The same things happen in our body. Our body have to burn this nutrient, the molecules, make it into smaller molecules, and then use it as an energy source. Okay, so when this carbohydrate is broken down into a smaller molecules, it becomes glucose, which is a sugar. Okay, so this glucose is needed for the normal functioning of your muscles, for your brain, and so on. Okay, so let's say you are doing an intense workout. All the glucose has been used up. No more glucose in your blood. What happens is your body will try to get the energy from fats instead. Okay, so it will start to break down the fats, and then it will use the fatty acids, convert it into the energy source that the cell can use. Right? Protein can be used as a source of energy, but its main role is to build your body. For instance, it builds the muscles. It is component of the skin, component of the bones and the blood. Okay, but if you are under prolonged starvation, what is prolonged starvation? It means you don't eat for days. Okay, you fast or you starve yourself, don't eat. Your body will then start to get the energy from protein. Okay, so what happens is your body will start to break down your muscle, because your muscle is made of protein, and you start to lose muscle. Okay, scientists already know that when we are starved, when our body is starved, the cell will start to eat tiny and bits and pieces of themselves, which means they will start to break down themselves, and then this process is called self-eating. Okay, in scientific term, we call it autophagy. Okay, self-eating, they start to eat themselves. So hunger can trigger this process. Hunger means if you feel hungry, you will trigger a process called autophagy in your body. Okay, particularly in the brain. the part of brain called hypothalamus. This is the part called hypothalamus, the blue color region here, just a very small region in the brain. So this autophagy process is to break down the small region of the small component of the hypothalamus so that it releases hunger signal. Okay, so this hunger signal will start to tell the brain that more food is needed, and you will start to look for food, you start to eat. Okay, so if let's say you are under extreme starvation, your body will start to have this autophagy process, and your brain will start to eat itself. Okay, and the last fun fact, the acid generated in your stomach can dissolve metal. It is very strong, it can dissolve strong metal. Okay, so before we move on, our stomach is actually an organ that helps you to digest the food that you eat. Okay, so in the stomach you have some fluid, and the fluid is called gastric juice. Okay, and in this gastric juice there is acid. Okay, we call it stomach acid, and this stomach acid is made of hydrochloric acid. Right, so you can see hydrochloric acid is here, it is highly acidic. This is a pH scale range from 0 to 14. Okay, pH 7 in the middle means neutral. Neutral means it is not acidic, it is neither acidic nor alkaline. Okay, water is neutral. Okay, the numbers below 7 means acidic. The smaller the number, the more acidic it is. All right, so stomach acid is here, which is around pH 1 to 2. pH 1 to 2, which means it is very acidic. It is even more acidic than lemon and vinegar. Okay, so why is it acidic? Because the stomach gastric juice helps to break down tough meat and fibrous plant. Okay, these are the things that we eat. Okay, it has to be acidic because it helps to break down all this food that we eat. Okay, other than that, it also acts as the first line of defense against pathogens, the bad germs. Sometimes you accidentally eat some dirty food or contaminated food. So when it gets into your stomach, the acid will start to kill the will help you to kill the bad germs. Okay, because the bad germs can make you sick. Okay, so because it is so strong, it can damage very strong materials like your bones, your teeth, and the metal. Of course, it takes longer time than breaking down the food. All right. Okay, so here comes a question. Since the stomach acid is so acidic, why our stomach is not damaged by the acid? The answer is because our stomach is protected from the acid by this mucus. We call it gastric mucus. Okay, because the inner surface of the stomach there are cells that can make this mucus, and this mucus covers the inner layer of the stomach. Okay, it gives a protective layer to the stomach so that it won't be digested by our own acid. Right, the mucus is similar to slime, like what you see here is a slime that you play around. Okay, of course it is not green in color, something like the slime that you see in this slide. Okay, so now your stomach is so strong, but if you don't take good care of your stomach, you can get digestive disorder. Okay, you may have acid reflux, you can get diarrhea if you eat dirty food, contaminated food. You can get ulcer if you don't eat on time. Okay, if you skip your meal frequently. So you may get all these symptoms like pain, vomiting, lack of appetite, and bloating. All this can be prevented and minimized by maintaining healthy lifestyle. Okay, so let me share with you some tips for a healthy tummy. First, do not rush your food. Take your time, eat your food slowly. Okay, try to chew your food about 20 times before you swallow it. 20 times, right? Do not overeat. Okay, don't overeat. You try to reduce the portion of your meal. Okay, maybe 4 to 5 small meals each day, rather than instead of you eat 3 large meals. Okay, eat regularly. Try not to skip your meals, and then avoid big meal before bedtime. This is the most important. Don't eat before sleep. It can be very dangerous. Okay, so try to eat your last meal 2 to 3 hours before you go to the bed. Okay, and of course, you have to drink plenty of water. Right? Okay, so here comes to the end of my sharing. It is very crucial to understand your body, because the more you know about your body, the better you can take care of it. A healthy body requires a mix of balanced diet, regular exercise, quality sleep, good personal hygiene, and of course, a healthy lifestyle. Okay, that's all from my sharing today. The take-home message is know yourself, live better. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention. Shall I continue with the quiz? I think I will continue, Dr. Ong. Okay, here I have prepared 3 simple questions. The participants, the audience, maybe you can join me with this quiz, yeah? Okay, question number 1. Hold on, yeah, I can't see the chat. Let me. Okay, question number 1. You are taller in the evening than in the morning. True or false? Very simple question. You just have to type true or false in the chat box. Okay. I'll move on to the second question. Right. Question number 2. What molecule is the human's primary source of energy? A is carbohydrates, B is protein, C is fats. A, B, or C. Type A, B, or C in your chat box. Okay, I can see some responses coming in. All right, to the last question. Question number 3. What is the pH of stomach acid? pH 7, pH 1, or pH 14? Type A, B, or C in your chat box. Okay. All right, so I will, I think I will see the, which one is the participants that give the first correct answer lah. Okay, for each question. So question number 1, Jennifer. Okay, I will do it later. All right, so that's all from my presentation. This is the end. I will see you again in e-KLESF 2023. Thank you very much. Back to you, Dr. Ong.
Thank you, Dr. Law. We will go ahead and take some time for questions now. You can type your questions in the chat box if you have any. Okay, dear participants, kindly fill up the sign-out form and the feedback form after the webinar. Now we would like to take a group photo with everyone in this webinar. Please turn on your camera and stand by. Okay, so everyone, please get ready. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, let's take another one. Freestyle. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, Dr. Law, is there anything that you would like to cover before we wrap up?
No, that's all.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Law, for the insightful webinar. Dear participants, please join us for the next webinar titled Immersive Technology for Medical Science at 5:30 p.m. today. Thank you and stay safe.